Hi and welcome to another video from me, Krista at DBG. So it is October, or Orktober, so let's have your WAAAAAGGGGHHHH going. My WAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAA 100 orcs is where I start, and then I build up from there. But to go with the theme, we've got a Dakka bunker from Tabletop Scenics that's sold at Kremlik, sorry. And we are also doing a giveaway, not so much orcs, but just a nice giveaway, something completely different that you might not know of, is 10mm miniatures from Pendraken miniatures. They specialise in loads of different things like fantasy, bolt action, but all like 10mm, so not bolt action or fantasy, but a game system that you could imitate quite easily, and their own sort of rules on there. They're fantastic, really well detailed. So what you're going to win is quite a lot of selection actually. I didn't want to specialise in just one army as a giveaway. I wanted to give someone really a selection of what they wanted to do. So we got some cannons, really, as you can see, ridiculously small. So there are dwarves, some undead cavalry. Could be almost Tomb Kingdoms-ish, and there's some like skeleton archers and stuff like that on the back. Some, and these are all white metal, so they do weigh a little bit. And we have some mammoths, could be sort of Norse-esque, so we've got some boxes sort of to go on top for cavalrymen to sit on. And then would look quite knightly orders. Focusing. So it could be like a little bit of battalions. It's not really showing well in the camera, so I'll take a couple of them out and you can really see the detail on these. Okay, we'll fix that. Focus. It's not quite focusing. You can see, loads of detail on the horse. And even the paladin, so it's loads of detail on the shield. You can see, brilliant. Here's my camera, it's probably not detailed enough to zoom into it. But trust me, there's a lot of detail on these great miniatures. I love anything that's sort of 10mm. I used to play Epic a lot, and I mean a lot when I was younger. And not the Deptus Mechanicus Epic, as in proper Armageddon Epic. I used to have Space Marine army that I painted Soul Drinkers, sort of gold and purple. Had a, well, I think classify it as almost like a legion size. I had like 1,000 Marines, 100 tanks. It was massive, absolutely loved it. I haven't really played the Deptus Mechanicum yet. I really want to get into that. Not too sure what to think of it all yet. But for giveaway, stay to the end to see what we need to do to win the giveaway and when to draw and things like that. For the rest of the video, we're going to build this Dakka bunker. I have loads upon loads of the Tabletop Scenics that they sent me to do a sort of build review. I won't be painting this in this video, just because I don't have time. But these will all be painted at some stage, and I'll do a little bit of a wrap-up video of how I'm going to paint them up. I'll show videos at the end of different ones that have been painted from the website. Because there's a lot of detail in these. So first of all, it says it's going to take a couple hours. It's moderate difficulty, and most importantly, no goblins were harmed during the production of this model. It says there. So I love the fact that they got a little bit of humour in there. I did do an opening mystery box and all of this, so if you do want to see that, go to our mystery shop playlist. Let's get open let's see what it's like. The idea for the whole of October is I want to get all of this built. So I might do a couple of videos a week, just on all of it. This is all going to go on one of our gaming mats that James won from Tabletop Tactics, in fact. So I'm not entirely sure what any of these bits are yet, but we've got parts 40 to 45, so quite a little stencil, a stack of bunker, Pendraken there. There's a lot of hidden detail, just even feeling it in the bunker. You know, you can already see here, little raising, little scars in there. I love the fact it's got the numbers as well. You know, just an easy way to show you what you're building. Build by numbers. Easy way. Very similar set, but orc sort of stereotypical face there. Really like that. It'll be interesting because I'm going to try and get this all done for a spring tournament. Is the idea of getting it all done for there. Now, it'll be interesting to know what you guys think of the no GW bases. Is it? You know, they're banning GW tournaments of basically anything that's not GW. A question about GT affiliated tournaments. Now, would they now throw the rule in? They're not allowed to use anything that's not a GT Games Workshop scenery. If they did something like that, that would be absolutely ridiculous. You know, I don't think GW has enough variety of scenery yet to to really theme all the boards. You know, they don't have any desert. They have like one standard type of hill, or two if you really want to count it, if you move it together. But that's really about it. So MDF, give it a wipe down first. Don't be too hard because you can see it'll start cracking all the MDF away from the bits. I need that because I need the numbers. Know which parts to build in. So this just takes any residue off. But yeah, you know, to the point of they're going to be, you know, stripping away the type of bases that you're allowed on your models. So you can't use MDF models anymore. You have to buy the plastic ones. Now I buy Chinese plastic ones. One, they're cheaper, and two, I need to rebase pretty much most of my armies because they're all on the 28mm bases. And if I want to use them in a tournament, then I have to really, I know it's not allowed, but you need to start using the 20 to 32mm bases for your standard guys. I think that's only sensible. But we'll see what it's really like. I think it could go too far. You know, I remember contacting GW once and asking, I've got my own chapter that, you know, I used as Ultramarines, and I had Gilliman. This was all planned. I hadn't built it yet. I had the colour theme, you know, all ready to go, and wanted to take it to Warhammer World and ask, you know, as a courtesy, just said, this is my army. Really like to use it. It's got Gilliman in. It's not overly tournamenty. Just going there for fun. It's painted in, what was it? I can't remember my theme. It was like an orange and black type theme. Now some people will frown upon, you know, it's not Ultramarines, so therefore, you know, it's not an Ultramarine. You couldn't use Gilliman. But I was like, I just want to paint something different. And that is my hobby. My army, I just want to paint it differently, call it Ultramarines. They've gone for, you know, a recolouring for that game, for that army, the section of the Ultramarines army. They've just recoloured it, and they said no. I had to pay, you know, the only way Guilliman could be fielded was if it is painted blue in the Ultramarines colour. Now I think that was a bit harsh. It's restricting. You know, none of the models were non-GW. It was just the colour scheme didn't suit what they wanted, so I thought that was a bit harsh. I think now it's gone too far with a non-resin, non-forge, non-Games Workshop basis. Now there's loads of companies make fantastic bases out there. You know, we've got one that gives you a discount at White Shark Gaming Studios of 12% if you use the code that's in the description. They do fantastic bases. I think for local tournaments and stuff out, you want this variety. It's really good for the game, good competition. But we'll see how it is. So we're going to build this thing. A little one making some noises in the background. I'll go upstairs and come back and we'll look at these instructions. Back again. Pleasures of being a dad and being a hobbyist as well. Family come first. So, instructions seem quite well detailed, numbered. It's like 1A, 2B, 5D, 6B. It's a little bit weird in the alphabet and associating numbers, but give it a crack, see what it looks like. So, that's the instructions first. So from left to right. Obviously, glue wise, PVA glue is what you need. PVA glue. A cheap brush you want to use. And that is all you really need to build these. So we'll look where all those numbers were. Are they all next to each other? That'll be interesting. If they are, that'll be quite brilliant sculpt. Got 1A. 1A. On there. On there. Now, if you're referring to some of the sort of like your standard TT Combat tabletop Scenics scenery that's you've seen in the past, now this is distinctly a lot different. So the MDF is a lot thinner. That's because they use a sort of a part layering approach to the work. So well, I think it is that. So what I'm going to do is build each section and then we'll have a little bit of review to see how it goes after that. Let's start with section 1, show what it is, move on to section 2. We all seem to be building different wall sections at first and then sort of like combination and building them all together at once. So I'm looking forward to it. Stay tuned. So, this bit of a tricky build, but I just wanted to show progress so far. So section 1 was this part here, very intricate but really like it. Section 2 was skull 1, was a skull door. The doors are inside, you can see got a bit of a lip there, no, a bit that way, can you see that? See, doors inwards. And then section 2 was this edge. Section 4 was thing on this side and this top, and section 1 joining it this side, and I'm currently on section 5, which was putting together section 1, top bit there and this bit here. So you can see the size of it, not massively big, but actually as scenery goes, it's got loads of detail. It's got a good part of 50 more bits to go in, which is all the little parts of it. It's a good part of it drying at the moment. Next section is sorting out this blank bit here, but I wanted to just to show you how it's all going. Actually, that was section 6, the bit with the wheel. So let's move on to section 7. Only got to 12. Not too far to go now. So section, where am I? Section 7. Now, before you'd have said that would have been it. You know, most of MDF really flat scenery would have gone. That bunker was done when it was like this. You know, still element, but Tabletop Scenics do something really truly special in my opinion. That's just the inner layer. Then they do an MDF, almost like that's the shell, or that's the inner shell. Then that happens. And this bit, no doubt, is going to have some details on it. But look at that. Look at the level of detail into that wall bunker. I was highly impressed with this. Highly impressed with it. It's not an easy build. It is tricky. But persevere. And when you get to this stage, you'll realise, wow, this is a nice building. And most of mine is still a little bit dry. When you're doing yours, strongly suggest you really do give it, you know, a good 30 minutes to an hour before you start moving on to the next bit. You know, just let things really dry in first. Let's crack on to section 8, which looks like it's going to be the top of it and some of the other sides. And we got some cool bits after that. Might do a couple of sections. Might do section 8 and section 9 together just to cement it. Okay. This is a piece of scenery that just keeps giving. These sort of tops with all the vents and things like that, and you thought, to be honest, that's done. You know, I'm going to refer to this type of scenery as blanket scenery. And what that means is you have a duvet and then the blanket comes on top. And just, you know, we can all sleep with just a duvet. We've all probably done it. I have, especially when I've been washing and things still going round, still wet. I can't be arsed, I just want out. I just want to go to sleep. So I just sleep in the duvet. Yeah. But the blanket does make it that little bit nicer. That's what this scenery is. It's blanket type of scenery. Remember the vents? Look at them now. Extra level of detail on the sides, which we've already seen. Goes on the top. Also, now we've done the whole thing. Look at all the little touches. I still can't get over it. The fact that it is a shell which worked perfectly well as a duvet. I'm going to use that phrase. Stuck with it now. And now the blanket is on. And it looks really good. Got 3 more steps to go. Most of those are spikes, etc. on the sides. We'll slide into these parts here, and some stairs that slide into there. I'm going to do all that, then it finishes, and then we'll get to how you're going to win the giveaway. Okay, we have finished. This has taken me just over 2 hours to do. Bear in mind I'm filming and all that sort of stuff. So, just the sides, a little bit wet, but not too bad at all. Just one bit come off, so let's slide that in. Spikes on the sides. So, like I said, it's like that. So here we are. This is what I finished now. So all the spikes on the wall, got just little 3D things on the sides. And you can put guys inside this because it's got hole there quite easily. You could fit, you know, orcs wise, at least 5 orcs there, 5 orcs on the top. That's where big shooters are going to go anyway. Really like it. So, and then the side ladder just going up. Door, loads of detail on this. So, well impressed. So that's the TT Combat Dakka Bunker. Well impressed. Got loads of bits all over the place. I need to give them a bit of a tidy. But overall, really, really fun to build. It's frustrating in parts. The big thing is that because the MDF is quite thin in parts, you just need to be careful how you're taking away from the sprue. Recommend an edge of a brush, a knife, put a 2p behind, so you just got a little bit of leverage, so you're not like snapping it and stuff like that. Really, really smart piece of scenery. I think it's going to look great when it's painted. I mean, just even painting bits up on there. Looking at it, see if I've missed any parts. They've got some more spikes in there. I'm trying to think where those spikes would come from on the sprues. Okay, do have some little spiky bits there. All those going across. So they just seep in little parts. So where they got them on here? So there's a bit that just goes there, example. So you can do like the odd spikes and stuff coming out, and that can pretty much go anywhere. They seem pretty self-explanatory where they go. Yeah, so you just put a slot, done. Stick it, put it anywhere you want. That's pretty easy. But generally, really, really nice, simple build. Simple, start looking simple. It's probably the way to go. It looks simple. It's anything but it is really, really, really nice. Even without those extra little spikes. Yeah, I can put them on at a later date, that's not a problem. Just add that little bit more spark out it, but it looks really good. It looks really good. Look at the orc face on there. That's what you expect on an orc building. So, how can you win? That's the competition at the end of the day. It's just a quick build review and how are you going to win the Pendraken 10mm building miniatures. So, like always, you have to be a subscriber. You have to comment on here, just saying, you know, what you're working on, what games you play, anything about the hobby. I'd just be interested to know. If you want any extra entries, then share this video via Facebook, and also we have an Instagram page now as well. So I'll take a photo of what you want to win. That'll be the photo. You just have to like and follow us on Instagram as well. Everything's in the description, but really the main thing is to be subscribed to the channel and comment, just tell us about the hobby. Extra entry, share the video via Facebook, and follow us on Instagram as well. Hope you really like this. It was interesting to do, really enjoyed it. Pendraken, massive thank you for sending the 10mm stuff to give away to the subscribers. Tabletop Scenics, thank you for all the scenery. I've got about 7-8 more buildings, I think, to build. Going to try and get them through all this October. Hopefully, I think they're all very similar to this, just going in more difficulty, so it might take me a little bit more time. See how they are. Hope you like everything. Good luck, to all the entrants. This is going to finish on the 14th. Yeah, in 2 weeks time from now, that'll be when the entrance in. So on the 14th, on the Monday, that's when I'll do the draw. The entrance will finish on Sunday the 13th. Apart from that, happy hobbying. Wherever you are in the world, make it a good one.